guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Brandy, and y'all, I am finally getting to some books that I've been putting off for a long time. Okay, I've been putting them off, and I keep on saying I'm gonna read them, adding them to my TBR. You know how we do. Y'all already know how we do. So as you can tell, you guys already know, I'm finally in Daisy Haites. Okay, we are finally back in the Magnolia Parks world, and I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I started it. Y'all know when I come to y'all, I've already started the book. Let's see what chapter I'm on. I'm on chapter 11. I am about 15% in, and I'm happy to be here. And you guys already know the reason why I've been holding off is because it's a series, and I'm in plenty series. We talked about that. Gotta get to finishing these series. So yes, this is one I've been holding off on. And like I said, I'm on chapter 11. And if you're not familiar with Magnolia Parks, I feel like a lot of people are familiar, whether they read this series or not. Y'all hear about it all the time because the girls is talking about Magnolia Parks. So Magnolia Parks is the first book, and the main character in that book name is Magnolia. Love interest, or whatever you want to call him, name is BJ. Very toxic, okay? No plot. It's just vibes. If you're into like Pretty Little, well, Gossip Girl. If you are familiar with Gossip Girl and how messy and toxic that friend group was, then that's Magnolia Parks. Long story short, okay? So no plot, just vibes. We're basically trying to figure out why Magnolia and BJ are so toxic, okay? We're trying to figure out why y'all keep getting together, breaking up. Why did y'all really break up in the first place? And so we get those answers, right? We get those answers in Magnolia Parks, and then now we're being introduced to Daisy. And so this series is, I believe it's 5 books at the moment. And half of the series is Magnolia, and then the other half is Daisy. And the funny thing about this series is everybody wants to know, are you team Magnolia or are you team Daisy? So I'm excited about getting into Daisy Haites so I can figure out what side I'm on. So far, I can't really tell. My thoughts so far are poor Christian. Okay, if you know, you know. Poor Christian. He is just, I feel like Christian is just trying to find love, okay? And he's just trying to, he is just trying to find it amongst everyone, okay? And with that, I feel like he's getting played by everyone. If you know, you know. I just feel like he's being played. And at first, when I first started the book, I was like, okay, let me remember who Christian was. And I remember who Christian was. And I remember who he was dealing with in Magnolia Parks. So then when we get into Daisy Haites and we're reading more about him, I'm like, they doing my dude wrong. I feel like he just stuck in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to the dating scene, okay? They just doing him wrong. Julian is Daisy's brother. So Daisy and Julian are brother and sister, and their parents passed when Daisy was 8. So Julian is her guardian, aka her brother. He's her guardian. He is very strict about her. He has security guards for her. He really does not let her out of his sight, which is good. But as she gets older, it's starting to become overprotective. I'm older. I'm gonna be seeing guys. You can't have this security with me every single time. I'm trying to get out here and do some grown lady things, you know? But her brother is like, no, I don't care about that. So Daisy is a med school student. She is studying medicine, And Julian is a gang lord. Gang. If y'all remember me talking about getting into this series, y'all know I was ready to get into the gang stuff. Okay. So he's a gang lord, and every time he gets into trouble or one of his friends get hurt, they call Daisy, like she's a real doctor, and have her patch them up and get them together. Okay. So Daisy has a love interest named Romeo. They've been knowing each other since they were small kids. Romeo is like one of those guys that we grew up together. We ended up dating, and for some reason it didn't work out. And so Julian, her brother, hates him. Okay. He ain't feeling him. And so, but that's who she likes, right? That's who she knows, and that's who she's comfortable with. And then in addition to that, she's seeing other people. And then we get Beach and we get Magnolia in the mix because this is the same friend group. So right now, that's just where I'm at. That's just where I'm at, and that's just my feelings. Like right now, I can't really gauge if I like Daisy or Magnolia the most. And as I'm reading, because I know it's no plot, just vibes and a lot of toxic stuff going on, I'm just trying to pick a side. And at this very moment, I can't really pick a side. I do like the fact that Daisy is in med school. I really do like that. It gives, my head is on my shoulders. Even though my parents are no longer here with us, I'm still striving to be the very best that I can be, even with my brother taking care of me. So yeah, that's where I'm at with my thoughts so far. I'm about to continue reading, eat some dinner and continue reading, and I'm just vibing. I'm just happy to get a book off my bookshelf checked off, because that's the goal this year. We are finishing series and we are reading what's on our bookshelf. So when I got another bookish update about Daisy Haites, I will be back to talk to you guys. Y'all know I got my Kindle for Christmas and I've been stuck on it ever since. I've been reading straight from it ever since. So since I take my Kindle to work with me, I'm gonna go ahead and read from the physical copy. I'm on chapter 13. And you know, when I'm thinking gang lords, I'm thinking gang shit, you know? I'm from the West Coast. We do Bloods, Crips, and all that, okay? So that's what I'm thinking, like in England though, whatever they do in England. Baby, I didn't think they out here stealing and stealing rich people stuff. Y'all rich stealing? And that's what y'all call gang shit? Okay. So my favorite outfit to wear is distressed jeans, a t-shirt, a hoodie, and some Vans. Vans is one of my favorite shoes. Like, I'm always gonna keep a pair of Vans. I don't care what year it is. A Van is gonna be worn, okay? I love Vans. So I just love how they just wear Vans. Like the guys, they're wearing Vans. On the Magnolia Parks cover, BJ is wearing Vans on that cover, because you get Magnolia on the cover and BJ is wearing Vans. And I just love it because ain't nothing like a classic pair of Vans or Converse. But I wear both, but I will gravitate towards Vans. I just love it. So anytime they describe it, what they're wearing, like he said, arms folded over his chest, wearing loose fitted jeans, a backwards cap, an old Vans sweater, old schools, and sporting a mug. Like the old school Vans, those are classic. Okay, the old school, not the classics, but the old school ones. They got the two-tone colors. Yes, I love it. It's my favorite. So I was kind of speaking in code because I didn't read the synopsis, so I really didn't know how much I could speak about the book because I didn't read the synopsis and I didn't want to spoil it for you guys. But so let me revisit my little in code summary. So Julian and Daisy Haites, are brother and sister. Their parents were murdered in their faces when Daisy was about 8 or 9 years old. Okay, so Julian, like I said, is her guardian, her legal guardian. She is a med school student, and he's very overprotective of her. Like I already said, he keeps her with a bodyguard. She has a bodyguard. When she goes on dates, the bodyguard is with her. Whatever she does, the bodyguard is with her. So much so the bodyguard be reading books, child. He be reading a book a day, because at this point, I'm just following you, doing whatever it is that you're doing. When we post up at a restaurant, I'm gonna pull this book out and I'm just read. So her and Christian are in an entanglement. I wouldn't say a relationship, because it's like they got a sexual relationship, but they're not really like together, right? Because Christian still got feelings for someone else. Christian does not get along with Julian. Julian and Christian does not get along. Like, they do not see eye to eye on that gang stuff. They just don't see eye to eye. He is about the only person that don't really see eye to eye with Julian. However, he likes Julian's sister, Daisy. So Julian kind of just puts up with him because my sister is 19. She gonna do what she want to do, right? So her ex-boyfriend that I already told you guys about, Romeo, reappears. He comes to England from New York, and I'm not going to disclose why they broke up, but they had a bad breakup, right? And so with that breakup, Julian has told Romeo, like, you're going to have to cut all ties with my sister, like all of them, most of them anyway. And so he comes to England from New York, and when he arrives, he noticed that Christian and Daisy has just been hanging out. So he's trying to figure out what's up with you and Christian. And she like, what you mean, what's up? And he was like, you know what I mean? And she like, what? And he was like, basically, are you fucking him? And she like, what you think? And he was like, so are you gonna stop now that I'm here? And she like, now why would I do that? Like, be for real. Like, the reason for their breakup, like, please, you wouldn't even be in my face for real. But I'm guessing because they have so much history, like, they were best friends growing up. They've been hanging out since the sandbox, and then they started dating, which I really hate when friends become lovers. I hate it so much because it really just ruins the relationship long term. But they were basically friends become lovers, and then something bad happened, and now they're just trying to stay cordial and stay in each other's lives just to be there. And he's jealous because she's messing with Christian and ain't really worried about him. And really, dude, I wouldn't be worried about your ass either. Like, let's be for real. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm on the last pages of chapter 13. I'm gonna keep reading. I don't know what time it is, but I'm gonna keep reading for a little bit. It's a quick read. It's a fast read. That's one thing I like about this book. Like, it's over 400 pages. It's a 500-page novel, but it's a quick read. The chapters are short, so that's what I really liked. I knew I liked that about Magnolia Parks, and this is basically the same. What I am wondering, because I have the next Daisy book, but I don't have the next Magnolia Parks book. And I've seen where people will read like all of Magnolia Parks books back to back or all of Daisy books back to back. And I'm wondering, should I do the same since I already have the next Daisy book? Or would I be missing something in Magnolia's book, the next book, that will have something to do with what's happening in Daisy's next book? If you read this series, let me know if I can continue just reading straight through Daisy, or should I go back to book number 3, which is Magnolia, so that I won't miss something. Because I mean, I have the book right here. I could just go ahead and read it next if I'm able to do that. Magnolia then entered the chat, okay? She did. It's time to shake shit up, okay? Yeah. Daisy and Magnolia Parks having this freaking conversation in this coffee shop, and Daisy really don't want to fuck with Magnolia Parks like that. And Magnolia trying to have this jolly old conversation, and she's like, how is school? And Daisy's like, fine. And she's like, are you enjoying it? And she's like, sure. And she was like, what's your favorite class? She said mortuary procedures. Magnolia, leave that girl. Shut up talking to her. Because she don't like you. Bruh, Magnolia needs to shut up, okay? She's literally sitting up here asking Daisy all of these questions like, how's your brother? How is school? Then she was like, how was your parents? Girl, Daisy said that did she not know that her parents were dead? Bruh. That's right, Daisy. Get up and leave. Because what? Girl, first of all, I don't even like you. I'm only at this table because Christian said, let's sit right here with your raggedy ass. Magnolia is not raggedy, but let me get up and leave. You know, I forgot about Henry, BJ's brother, because I've been so caught up in another Henry in another series. I forgot about this one. But now he got drunk and got loose with the lips and telling Daisy what the F is going on with Magnolia. Boy, that boy done got some liquor in his system, and he done told the business she wasn't even sure about. And he just told her the business. I want to read some more, but I need to go chill with my husband before I go to bed. But I'm going to leave off on chapter 16. And I'm going to pick back up tomorrow because it's good. So I put my Kindle on chapter 16. So when I am on my lunch break at work tomorrow, I can just get back into where I left off. But so far, so good. I still hadn't been able to see what side I'm on yet. But I guess I gotta wait till I get about 50% in. but I'm definitely trying to figure out if I'm Team Magnolia or Team Daisy. I just got done doing a home workout, and while I was finishing up with cardio, I was finishing up Daisy Haites. Y'all, not Magnolia pissed me off. Not Magnolia pissed me off. She pissed me off. She pissed me off. Magnolia and Daisy are both toxic, but in different ways. Daisy has morals. Magnolia does not. She don't care. She literally is the definition of moving on a vibe. Whatever freaking vibe she's trying to chase, that's how she's moving. Period. Daisy has morals, and mainly because of the way she was brought up. She was raised by her brother, and so, you know, she just has morals because of her upbringing and the way her brother had to take care of her. And I really liked her brother Julian. Julian was an amazing brother. He did what he needed to do. He was able to step in when he was needed and take care of his sister. Overprotective, but for good reason. Like, that's his baby sister. What do y'all expect from him? Like, you know, Julian being a gang lord, it threw me for a loop. I forget they're in London, so the gangs is just different. But I love the rules that Daisy put in place for Julian, and I can understand why she put those rules in place. And Daisy, she's a G. Daisy is a G. She is a G. Because of the lifestyle her brother lives, she's automatically put into that lifestyle. So she has to move a little different. And she's a G. She can hold her own. I like Daisy. The question is Magnolia or Daisy, it's gonna be Daisy for me. Even though she pissed me off too. She pissed me off. Okay. She pissed me off. She really did. But she has morals, and Magnolia just does not. I need to hurry up and get the next book. I'm not gonna read it immediately because I have one more book on my TBR for this month that I need to read, but Magnolia pissed me off. But long story short, I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed it enough to continue with the series. As y'all know, this is book 2. I'm happy that I finally finished it, and I'm happy I got to pick a side. Now, I hope Daisy don't piss me off to make me shift back to Magnolia, but I don't really see that coming because her morals, like, she has morals, she has boundaries, she's smart, she's in school, she's trying to do something with her life. She's just so sweet. I think the cards that was dealt to her was just, you know, they impact her. And what a lot of people don't understand is your upbringing, what you see when you grow up, it can impact your relationships. It really can impact your relationships. Trauma can impact your relationships romantically, family relationships, friend relationships. Your childhood trauma can impact that. And I think a lot of what her toxic side is about is childhood trauma. So I hope I continue to feel this way as I move along this series. I'm excited to read book number 3. I just can't read it yet because I have some other stuff in line. If with February coming, baby, I'm reading nothing but Black books in February. Black books, Black authors, is Black History Month. And so, yeah, there's that. But yeah, Team Daisy. I'm excited that I finished this book. Let's get over to the next one on my list. course, as you see, I started Homebodies, which was one of the picks that I pulled out of my TBR jar. So we're doing good so far this year. We're reading what we picked out of our TBR jar. Remember that? Yeah. This was also a book that has been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I've just been pushing back for no particular reason other than I just been wanting to read other things, right? So what made me add this to my TBR jar is the fact that I was watching somebody's video. I don't know if it was a video or somebody posted a book review on Facebook in one of those Facebook groups, and they said, if you enjoyed Mame, then you will like Homebodies. And this was a 5-star read for me. Love this book so freaking much. Like, I know I talked about it a lot last year. So I was like, I had no clue. And they were really saying they wish they had read this one first before they read this one, but they said if you love Mame, then you will enjoy Homebody. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm adding it to my 2025 25 books in my TBR jar, right? So started out, I actually started it last night, and yesterday I just did tons of stuff, so I don't feel like I was in a good reading space to even start a new book, and I was just trying, and the chapters are pretty long. On an audiobook, the chapters are about an hour each, and each chapter is at least 20 pages. So the chapters are pretty long. So I didn't even get through the first chapter. So what I did was I went to Libby to see if they had the audiobook, because I was like, no, I really want to read it and I really want to give it a fair chance. I just don't feel like reading right now because I'm just so tired from a very, very long day. So I requested the audiobook last night. Libby was like, hey, my girl, you got 2 people in front of you. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Hopefully I can get it done before the month is out. Got home today, the audiobook was available. Libby was like, hey, my girl, here you go. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I had left off at the end of chapter 1. I hadn't even completed chapter 1 last night. And so far, I've read the first 3 chapters and I'm liking it. I am really liking it. I'm so excited that I got the audiobook, because now I am reading the physical copy as I listen to the audiobook, because like I said, last night I was just in this funk, and I don't know if it was because I was tired or if the chapters was just too long, and I don't know, but since I got both, I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'm going to read the synopsis just to kind of give you guys an idea of what this book is about. So it says, Mickey Hayward dreams of writing stories that matter. She has a flashy media job that makes her feel successful, and a devoted girlfriend who takes care of her when she comes home exhausted and demoralized. It's not all A-list media parties and steamy romance, but Mickey's on her way, and it's far from the messy life she left behind in Maryland. Despite being overlooked and mistreated at work, everything finally seems to be falling into place until she finds out she's being replaced. Distraught and enraged, Mickey fires back with a detailed letter outlining the racism she's endured as a Black woman in media, certain it will change the world for the better. But when her letter is met with overwhelming silence, Mickey is settled into self-doubt. Forced to reckon with just how fragile her life is, including the uncertainty of her relationship, she flees to the last place she ever dreamed she would run to, her hometown, desperate for a break from her troubles. It's more to the synopsis, but I'm not going to read it because I feel like it's told me enough, especially for me going into it sort of kind of blind. Like I could tell by the first chapter, with her finding out that she was going to be replaced at work or she was going to lose her job. I already knew where the story was going, but I didn't know that she was going to be trying to write a letter. So, it's good so far. And you know, I'm a millennial, and I always say that when I'm talking about work, because we are that generation that does not have retirement plans anymore. You gotta have a 401k. You really just gotta be contributing to your 401k, getting some stocks, you know, having a savings account and stuff like that. So there is no reason for you to be tied down to one job. I am a firm believer of chasing a bag, okay? Chase the bag. Don't let the bag chase you. Chase the bag. I've worked in both the banking industry and now I work in the healthcare industry, and I've worked long enough in both career fields to know that you need to get your experience at your current job, put it on your resume, and go find somewhere else making more money with that current experience. I like to tell, because outside of books, I also like to do create resumes, help people find jobs and things like that. That's just something I love to do. And I like to let people know who I am helping and assisting. Let's not sit at this job for a long time. If you are not making the money that you want to make, getting the recognition that you would like to get, moving up in a company like you would want to, let's not stay at this job for a long time. You get a job 12 months of your time, really 6 months of your time, put that experience on your resume and move around. Especially when you are working in a population like Mickey is. Mickey is one of 2 Black women full of white people, right? And y'all already know how they go. If you work in corporate America and you don't work on a heavily diverse team, you already know where the story is going. So I don't waste my time. I don't waste my time in those settings. And I recommend everyone to move around and chase the bag, and don't let the bag chase you. Okay. All right. So I'm excited to see where this book goes, because this is my jam. This is my jam. Though I've never worked in a setting where there were only a few Black people in that setting, I've always worked either in a very diverse setting and or none but Black folks. Currently, it's none but Black folks in my department, you know. So I've never had to experience what Mickey is getting ready to experience. So I'm loving the opportunity to just dive deep into this novel to see what it looks like for the people who do get to experience this. So yeah, that's where I'm at in this book. I plan to continue, I guess it's called immersive reading, where you do the audiobook and read the physical at the same time. So I'm going to continue to do some immersive reading because I really want to get this book done today. I have all day. I literally can stay up till whatever, because I don't have work tomorrow, and this book is literally 303 pages, and I figure with the audiobook being 10 hours, but who knows, because I got other things I need to do today. So the next time I have a bookish update, I will be back. So I just finished chapter 9. I went to sleep. I took a nap because I was tired, but I'm up, moving and grooving now, and I just finished chapter 9, and a lot has happened. Okay, so first of all, the way Mickey, the female main character, found out she was no longer going to be having a job was messy to me. The way she found out was very messy, and the way that she continues to know what's going on within the company after she's no longer there is messy. If you read this book, let me know if you feel the same way. Like, it's messy. If the typical way that you find out you're going to be let go from a company is literally just being let go from a company, but that's not how Mickey found out. Mickey found out from another Black girl that worked there with her, and I feel like she informed Mickey because she's Black and she's trying to have her back, right? And that's cool, right? Let me know, sis, because we gonna stick for each other while we here. But I don't need updates on the company after I'm gone. Like, it's different when you quit and then you just want some old workplace drama, gossip type stuff. Yeah, run me the tea. What's going on? Is Jacob still being lazy? You know, run me the tea. But after I've gotten fired, I've never been fired before. But I feel like if I've ever gotten fired from a company and I had a work best friend don't need to be giving me the details of what's going on at work, who replaced me, none of that. So that's my thought on that. And aside from her losing her job, she is also having relationship problems with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend is very supportive of her. Very supportive. But her girlfriend comes from a family who does not and cannot accept the fact that she dates women. And they won't get over that. Like, they just won't get over it. So it's like when they have family gatherings, you hear sneak dissing at the family gatherings and stuff. And personally, I don't want to be anywhere where I don't feel comfortable. So if your family does not accept the fact that you date women, and I am the woman that you're dating and been dating for some time now, stop inviting me over there for family gatherings. I don't care about your family. It's me and you together. I'm not messing with your family. Me and your family not together. It's me and you that's together. And your family can continue to be disrespectful to you about who you choose to love, but they're not going to be disrespectful to me. So stop inviting me with you to your family gatherings to make some type of good look, because the look ain't good. I'm going to cuss your mama out, okay? Like, I'm going to cuss your family out. And I don't think you want that. So stop asking me to come hang out with you at your family house. Mickey, she is also going through the I don't have a job phase. And I don't know if you've never had a job and you've always worked, you know what that phase is. Like, you are down on yourself. You are stressed. You are depressed. You are just sitting and rotting all day. 1 minute you like, oh my God, I need to be applying for jobs, and then the next minute you're literally just sitting there and rotting all day. And so Mickey's girlfriend is really supporting her during that process, but Mickey is starting to feel sorry for herself. So like, she act like she's being productive when her girlfriend gets home. You know, she'd have been in the same clothes for a couple of days. She hurry up and jump up and try to change her shirt before her girlfriend get home, so it won't look like she's just been a couch potato all day. And I mean, you know, when you get fired, it's different. It's different than versus you just quitting your job out of the blue. Like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm gonna quit, and now I'm depending on you to take care of me, but I'm the one who decided to quit. That's different. When you got fired, that's out of your control. And I feel like, yeah, you're so used to working and you're so used to getting a bag or whatever, but you got fired and it was out of your control. And especially when you thought you were doing very, very well with the company. Especially when you were doing very, very well with the company. Especially when you were giving that said company all of the grand ideas. Okay? So you got fired. It's okay. It's okay to be a couch potato. You're depressed. You don't know what you're going to do next. But she is trying to cover that up. So back to her and her girlfriend's relationship. So I'm at a part where they get invited to a family dinner. And she's like, Mickey's like, what is this all about? Why do I have to come to this family dinner? And her girlfriend, what is the girlfriend's name? I keep forgetting. Mickey and Lex. Lex is the girlfriend. So Lex is like, yeah, we need to go to my family house. We having Sunday dinner over there. And Mickey's like, but do I have to go? And Lex is like, yeah, I need you to go. And she's like, well, you know, she's basically uncomfortable because your family don't even want you with women, let alone me, you know. And now we got to go fellowship with them over a Sunday dinner. Like, why? So they go, and come to find out, Lex had got a promotion, and her mom cooks this dinner to celebrate. Mickey had no clue that her girlfriend got a promotion at work. Where was the communication? And on one side, I'm thinking, okay, maybe Lex didn't want to share that information with Mickey because Mickey is no longer working. She just got fired. She probably don't want to hear any exciting news about somebody getting a new job or promotion. Like, I get it. But then I'm like, that's your girlfriend. Y'all live together. Y'all been together for 5 years. Why wouldn't you tell her about your promotion? Why do she have to come to a family dinner and find out through the announcement that's being made? All the family know that you got a promotion, but I don't know. And I'm sleeping with you at night. Like, I don't like that. That would have pissed me off. I would have been like, let's go home. I already know me. I'm ready to go. Cut the cameras. I'm ready to go home. And we probably gonna be bickering back and forth on a car ride. Because why wouldn't you let me know that you got a promotion at work? Like, and I get both ways. Like, Lex probably like, well, I didn't want to, you know, throw out that news about work. You got stuff going on, but tell me, because I probably need to know that good things are still happening for other people. Let me celebrate you. Let me determine if it's good for you to let me know that piece of information or not. Let me do that. Not you thinking for me. So yeah, that's where we are in the book. This relationship, I think, because their relationship, it wasn't like always rocky. It's just the fact that Lex cannot really be out and open to her family. And I can only imagine how that can impact the other person. Like, you can't really be comfortable in your own skin and yourself. You cannot be comfortable, but we still need to go around your family. And I still need to go with you. But you're not comfortable enough to be who you appear to be when you're with me, with your family. And I don't have time to be sitting up here sugarcoating, hiding stuff, because you, a grown individual, is scared to come out to your family and just be real. They know. I can see if they didn't know, but they know. And now it's, she don't have no job. You shouldn't be with her because she leeching off you. No, we've been in this relationship when she had a job, though. So don't make it seem like I shouldn't be with her because she ain't got no job now. No, we've been together when she was bringing income in. So y'all just don't want me with her because y'all don't want me with no female. And her mom specifically said, you need a man taking care of you. You shouldn't be taking care of a woman. And I'm just like, girl, mind your business. How about that? But yeah, so far so good. I am still reading and listening to the audiobook at the same time. Like I said, I'm 10 chapters in. I'm going to try to get most of it done tonight. I don't have work tomorrow. So when I got another update, I'll be back. So I am officially done with Homebodies by Timby Denton Hurst. It's the next day, by the way. I didn't get a chance to finish it yesterday. I was so exhausted yesterday. But I did finish it all today. I just finished it, and I wanted to come and talk to you guys about my final thoughts as I do my journal entry, because I have been keeping up with my reading binder journal. I'm so excited about that. I know a lot of people have been saying that they usually keep up with it during the first quarter of the year and then they fall off going forward. So I'm trying to keep up the momentum. Usually if I could do something for 21 days straight, the habit is there for me. So while my I put my notes in my notes app, but while my mind is fresh, I want to come and give you guys my final thoughts. Kind of go over what I put in my my review, because I did do my review for my Bookstagram page, so I guess I can kind of go over my review with you guys. I'm I'm gonna save my rating for my reading wrap up. But off the top of my head, of course, you guys already know I pulled this title from my TBR jar because it was part of the 25 titles I wanted to read in 2025. So of course I pulled this out to read in June. I have one more, January. I have one more book that I pulled from my TBR that I need to finish the month out. So far so good. What made me put that title in my jar, and I think I already told you guys this too, is that someone said if I loved my May, which I do, I gave my May a 5-star, that I would love Homebodies. And so I was like, oh, heck yeah, because I loved my May. So I was excited to read this book. Now, I already told y'all that the first chapter, it didn't really just will me in. Like, and I don't know if it was because I've been extremely tired. So too tired to start a new book, like not too tired to continue one that I've been reading that I already know what the premise is and I'm kind of deep off into it, but too tired to relearn characters, relearn what's going on, plot, premise, all of that. So I was just too tired to kind of stick with it. So I was like, let me see if Libby has the audio. Got the audio, so I've been reading both the audio and the physical at the same time, and it made for a great experience. Okay, in my review I set it down mid-chapter and requested it via audio from Libby, like I already told you guys. Reading both formats at the same time made for a good experience. The way Mickey, which is the female main character, found out she was being fired from her job grasped my attention immediately, because I was like, what in the unprofessional like, what in the unprofessional is going on? It was so unprofessional. And as a millennial, and I already talked about this, I am the queen of setting boundaries. As soon as I get hired on in a company, and I mean not orientation, but as soon as they let me off to work on my own, the boundaries is getting set. Because y'all not going to treat me any kind of way. I'm working with the company, not for the company. Okay? Period. And I said they played with Mickey, and I hated that for my girl. Then to make matters worse, she had ongoing relationship problems. The girl left her hometown to come to New York to figure life out, only to realize that going back home will provide her with the clarity that she needed for life. Like, for work, for relationship, for family relationships. Like, she needed to go back home for that clarity. And I loved my May, but I did not see the parallels between the two. This was an enjoyable read, but I did not see the parallels between the two, because in my May, it's more of a coming of age story. In this book, Homebody, she's already of age. She's just still trying to figure life out. With my May, she was young and she was coming of age. This lady, Mickey, she already of age, baby. She's just figuring out how corporate America is. The real about corporate America, right? And so I put, read this if you enjoy stories about identity and self-worth. If you can relate to corporate racism, if you can relate to injustice in a workplace, if you enjoy plus size rep, if you enjoy LGBTQ rep, and if you enjoy family drama. And that's my review for this book. I really loved it. Now I'm gonna ask you guys a question to finish this vlog out, because this is the last book I'm reading in this vlog. And I want you guys really to think about this and drop your answers in the comments. I kind of know my community and I know who is subscribed to my channel. So I feel comfortable and confident with asking this question, with knowing that I will get some good feedback. And my question is, if you were wrongfully terminated, would you accept severance pay and sign an NDA? Or would you air the company out? What would you do? Would you take the what, 10 weeks of pay after being fired and sign an NDA? You can't say anything about this company that showed their ass, or would you say no, I'm good, and air them out? Okay, so answer that question. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I feel like this is going to be an ongoing series, me just reading books that I've been putting off. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and make this a series because I got a lot of books. Technically, all of my books in my 2025 TBR is books that I've been putting off. So if you really like this series, give it a big thumbs up. That way I can continue this series. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ta-ta.